It's a Thursday night of high school basketball, and around central Indiana there are several big games, including this one tonight. Here, the home of the Marauders, Mount Vernon at 11-7, hosting the Millers of Noblesville. They enter this contest tonight at 15-2. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else for delicious food? Burtner Electric, providing quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker Local 374, we're second to none in quality and performance. Passion to Care, 317-537-1811. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. And by the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, watch the best Division III basketball on HCAC.TV, where you always have a front row seat. And I can tell you right now, Coach, I'm glad we have a front row seat for this one tonight. We're going to have a great crowd here tonight. You have two teams that are playing really good basketball right now, and it's a Thursday night. I showed you the list of all the big games. This is just one of several big games around central Indiana.
I noticed you put the CYO 5th and 6th grade cadet game on the big game
as
well. CYO basketball this weekend on IndianaSRN. But, yeah, it's a Thursday night. Ladies take over Friday and Saturday, so the guys have to play Thursday night, Saturday afternoon. Some have to play early Saturday morning, 11:30 start for some of these teams just to get the games in. But what a great night. What a great atmosphere. You walked in, you saw about 150 kids that are in the Marauder Little Leagues. That's crazy as they're sitting down at one end tonight. Should be a good ball game. Coaching strategy is huge tonight.
Well, let's start with Noblesville.
Okay.
We know how good they are because they're 15-2 coming into this one here tonight. They've won their last three. In fact, they just got a huge win over Guerin Catholic, a 30-point win last Saturday, 71-41. They're playing about as well as anybody right now in the state.
And you look at that Guerin Catholic game and you say, okay, they lost by 30, they won by 30. Guerin Catholic must be not very good. Guerin Catholic is probably the best team in 3A basketball in central Indiana.
Yeah.
So that is a big deal. You go into that. This could be a trap game because you won that game so big. Maybe you can overlook Mount Vernon, and you can't overlook Mount Vernon. First things Coach told me today, he goes, we can't outlook anybody the rest of the year. We're playing well, but we got to continue to play well. We got to do what we do.
Aaron Fine is really the guy that makes this team go, averaging almost 18 points per game. He shoots 51% overall, 41% from three-point range. He comes from a basketball family. We know that. He is the guy that makes them roll.
The other thing that he does is he is the coach on the floor. He does a great job of leading, and he wants the ball in crunch time. Just like you, Troy, he takes the ball away from you and then to get it back. But in all seriousness, he wants the ball. He wants to make the play, and 9 times out of 10, he'll make the play for you, and that does not hurt you at all.
And overall, they're a very good shooting basketball team, and they put a lot of work into this, and you can kind of tell when you look at guys that are shooting 60%, 51%. We mentioned Fine averaging at around 51% as well. They just shoot it very well.
Yeah, and if they can get in 60, if they can beat you to 60 real quick, they probably got a game won because they can hammer you down defensively as well. They can stop the dribble drive. They love to block you out when you're shooting from outside. They'll get some long rebounds, what we call team rebounds, because the ball will probably hit the floor, and a Noblesville Miller will probably pick up the ball.
By the way, 50% as a team, 39% as a team from three-point range. That gives you a good idea of just how well they do shoot the basketball. Tell you what, when we come back in a couple of moments, we'll talk about Mount Vernon. Still a young basketball team, still without Luke Earle, one of the guys that led them in scoring last year, so we'll see what they've got in store for tonight. That's coming up next right here on IndianaSRN.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all their reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
Welcome back again to Mount Vernon as we prepare for tonight's matchup. One of several big games. We'll check out some of the other games coming up in a few moments, but it's a Mount Vernon team fresh off a win over Delta. They won that one by 2. Delta, a very good basketball team, but this is still a team, I think, at 11-7, coach, are still looking for that formula at this stage in the season. They're getting we're back about 3 weeks away now from tournament time, so they want to get things going here pretty quickly.
One of the things that I talked to Coach about today was the up and flow of a young team, because they're still young. When they shoot the ball well, Troy, they're really, really good. When they don't and they struggle, they're looking for one player in particular. He's still hurt. He would make a huge difference, but they don't have him, so you got to play without him. He thought the Hamilton Southeastern loss that we had just about a week ago was really tough for them.
Yeah.
He thought the Delta game, they played very, very well at spurts and held on to win that. They needed to win that one to stay competitive in the conference. So you just don't know what team's going to show up right now. Coach is real happy with his team, but as all young teams, because we had them when we coached, it's sometimes which team's going to show up. What did they eat today for lunch? How did a girlfriend treat them?
Yeah.
All those things, and people may be laughing at that, but they're still 15, 16, 17-year-old kids.
Yeah, very true. By the way, Julian Smith had 15 against Delta. You have Tanner Teschendorf at 16, and Armani Wells, one of the best sophomores in the state, had 12. So they've got a good nucleus of players, and they're going to rely on those 3 guys big time tonight.
Well, Wells doesn't look like he's 6'2", 6'3". Well, he's not. He's 6'4". He doesn't look like that on the floor.
Yeah.
He does some things on the floor that really surprised me, and he'll go after boards, and he'll leap out of the gym. I like that kid. You're exactly right. Very good ball player.
By the way, that loss at Hamilton Southeastern was just by 4 points, too. So you go on the road and play the Royals. They can be very, very tough. Now, this, again, is one of several games tonight. I'm going to get your thoughts on some of these games.
Okay.
How about Cathedral at Kokomo tonight?
Kokomo by 3.
All right. That's a big one there.
That is a big one.
Westfield is at Fishers. We're talking about 30 combined wins, only 2 losses.
And talking about a few minutes down the road from each other, I won't even touch that one.
That's a tough one indeed. Now, Carmel is 8-9, but they're playing good basketball right now. They're hosting #1 Lawrence North.
There's the key. They're hosting Lawrence North. That could be a really good ball game.
We spoke of Delta a little bit ago, and then, of course, Greenfield Central. How about that ball club? They're 16-0.
They have not lost a game in about a year and a half now, right? Or at least a year. What a good ball club. I would think Greenfield Central has a pretty good edge there.
Plainfield is at Terre Haute North tonight. Plainfield at 12-5. Terre Haute North at 14-3.
14-3 and a sleepy 14 wins.
Yeah.
They have won some games where, frankly, Troy, they probably should have lost, but won this 1-point lead or a 2-point lead. They know how to win. That's very good. And Terre Haute North's a tough place to play.
It is. And by the way, Richmond tonight at Anderson. Both those teams chasing Kokomo in the North Central Conference. Richmond with the 18 wins, but a lot of people wonder about their schedule going to that one, but they got to go to Anderson.
Anderson will probably be their toughest game to date and might be the toughest game all year. If Anderson has things rocking in Anderson, as we all know that, it's a tough place to win.
The only drawback is they don't play at the Wigwam anymore.
Yeah, that's it. I've refereed there. That was so much fun. Two other games you didn't do. Chittard and Roncalli for the CCC, and also Covenant Christian taking on Ben Davis. A lot of people say, why are you playing them? That will get them, Covenant Christian, ready for their tournament.
Yeah, that's going to be tough for them. And,
Of
course, Bishop Chittard is hoping to kind of rebound. They had a tough loss their last time out.
We will have them on Saturday morning at 1 o'clock against Greenwood Christian, a very good Greenwood Christian ball club.
Well, in this one, we have I think of dandy coming up. Noblesville, again, coming into this one at 15-2. By the way, Noblesville 6-1 on the road this season. Mount Vernon, they come in at 10-7. Joe Bradburn looking for his 312th career win. Starting lineups, tip-off coming up next right here on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
National anthem here at Mount Vernon. The Millers again at 15-2. Mount Vernon at 11-7. And we want to go to our public address announcer for tonight's starting lineups. There you have starting lineups here tonight. Coach, let's get keys to this one. Let's start first off with Noblesville on the road. We mentioned a little bit ago they play very well on the road this year.
I think inside game is crucial for them. If they play inside and play on the boards, rebound, and follow their shots, it'll be a good night. They got to play their tempo, their ball tempo. Run up and down the floor, slow it down, whatever they need to do. And then they got to play their game and then finish. Coach is really concerned with the Guerin Catholic lopsided win. Are they going to be relaxed tonight? For Mount Vernon, quick start, rebound both ends, shoot their shots, and do not panic.
All right, here we go. Mount Vernon will jump Armani Wells along with Hunter Walston. It'll be Noblesville basketball to get this one underway here tonight. Walston, the handoff now to Curry.
Start with a man-to-man defense for Mount Vernon.
And they're switching on that defense as well. Curry on the drive, finger roll good, and a good start for Curry. One thing that the Millers can do is certainly take it to the basket.
Drive and dish, drive and dish. Man-to-man defense for Noah. Well, both teams playing man-to-man.
Man-to-man early for
good
sure.
Help. Good help.
By the way, Julian Smith Wears number 13 with the basketball. Looking to post it up down low. Here's Teschendorf. Teschendorf gives it back outside to Bear. Neither team scores a ton of points. You're talking of around 60 points per game.
Yeah, I think first one to get to 55 will win this game, Troy.
Good look here at Julian Smith. Ball tipped into the backcourt. Smith will run it down. They have an man advantage here. Three-pointer from the left wing is no good. As Fitzgerald can't get it to go, Miller's quickly back the other way. Drive to the basket, and our first foul of the ball game against Teschendorf. So Justin Curry will go to the free throw line. Curry averaging 8.9 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, and an early 3-0 lead.
Good free throw shooting team. Might have got away with a little skip.
Just a little. Second free throw is missed. Run down in the corner by Armani Wells. Marauders basketball once again. Smith, just a sophomore, finds Wells. Three-pointer no good. And Miller's high for the rebound. Once again, Curry active early in this one. Looking down low. Trying to get it to Brewer. Brewer, shots off the mark. Did not have a great angle there.
No, he didn't have a great angle, but good defense because he forced him outside to go outside the cup.
So Mount Vernon almost 2 minutes in. They have not scored yet. Julian Smith had 15 against Delta. Not a whole lot of movement right now for the Marauders.
Yeah, standing around, aren't they?
Wells with the basketball. Can't make a move there against Brewer.
Got to like the defense there, though. Nice help defense. You got a foul. And you got an offensive foul.
So that'll be a turnover for Mount Vernon. That is their first. Foul will be called against Teschendorf.
You got to stay away.
Take that back. They're going to say Bear.
Yeah, okay. Got to stay away from that block. Stand vertical.
So now Noblesville trying to build on an early 3-0 lead. They're looking at Fine down low. That'll be a kick ball. I mentioned Fine, a excellent three-point shooter, but posting up down in the low block as he was going to go right at Julian Smith.
I think he feels pretty comfortable down there.
Yeah. So again, Miller's basketball. And that's going to be a travel on Curry. There's your little skip you're looking for.
Yeah,
Coach.
that's the Tony Donahue little skip. I didn't do nothing. You know, he never calls it when we play one-on-one. He's afraid I beat him.
He got beat last night, by the way, by
tell you what,
a young lady. It was bad. She took him to school.
She was just sixth grader, wasn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
There's another turnover. On the
charge.
steal, here's Walker back the other way. A lot of contact, and then the whistle is blown. We'll send Baron Walker to the line. Now, just think about this, Coach. Curry's a sophomore. Walker just a sophomore as well. We talked about the youth of Mount Vernon, but say with the Millers, young too.
Yep.
Foul's going to go against Teschendorf, so that will be his second. Interesting, they're going to leave him in. Well, they're going to bring a sub in after this first free throw. And Walker on the board, he averages nearly 7 points per game. So Tyler Davis, a 6'5 junior, will come into the lineup now for Mount Vernon. He wears number 32. Second free throw is up. It is good. So now a 5-0 lead. Coach, we're talking about nearly 3 minutes in. We've got a timeout on the floor by Mount Vernon. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Want to remind you, you can unleash the power and passion of IndianaSRN. Always have a front row seat. Contact us at sales@IndianaSRN.org to discuss how we can customize a sponsorship package that will maximize your brand and exposure. We are Central Indiana's sports leader.
slow start for Mount Vernon is not a good thing for them. They really just need to get on track. I think they need to make a little bit more motion to their offense and see what happens there.
Going to mention with Davis in, gives them a little bit more size. Armani Wells is listed at about 6'6". Tyler Davis at 6'5". And now you'll see the Millers with a little press. Across the timeline, Fitzgerald. Ball nearly stolen away by Walston. The drive in the lane by Smith, lost it, and two players going for the loose ball, and we've got a whistle and a foul call. And the way that we're looking here, this may go against Noblesville. That's a tough call right there against Justin Curry.
Ball's on the floor. I kind of want you to let him play a little bit.
So it will be Mount Vernon basketball. They'll inbound. You see it right in front of the Noblesville bench. Under the 5-minute mark. Now we're over 3 minutes so far without Mount Vernon getting on the board here in the first quarter. That's Julian Smith with the basketball. Wells out front to Riker Bear. Bear will receive it once again. There's just nothing there so far.
No, and the help defense is terrific that Noblesville is playing. That's a little deep.
Yeah, Smith forces up the three. Davis with a high rebound. Another possession here. Wells takes it down to the block, stripped away. That'll be their second turnover. Fine down the lane. Finger roll good. Aaron Fine averages 17.5.
One thing about Fine, he had the baseline open as well, and he had the guy post up for the three-point, sitting there for the three-point shot. It's 7-0. Mount Vernon needs a bucket.
4 minutes plus now. And what do we have here? We've got a foul away from the basketball. They may have gotten Julian Smith on that one. Wow, not a good start here if you're a Mount Vernon fan. Will Smits will come in. If that name sounds familiar, you'll know why. 6'5" senior.
That foul was on Bear, his second.
So that's a big one there. So Bear again with two, Teschendorf with two, and now Mount Vernon has to go into a zone.
And got smaller.
A little 1-2-2 here. When you're in foul trouble, a lot of times you have to go into a defense you don't particularly care for. There's a three in the corner, and Justin Curry off to a great start, already has 6. It is 10-0 early in this one. For the Marauders, a big drought to start this one. We're almost 5 minutes in. And what do we have? I think we're going to get a foul call against Walker. Yeah, I'm not so sure that was a shot by Elijah Parra, but I thought he was passing it, actually.
Well, I think they're going to give him 3 shots. Let's see. Maybe. Now they're discussing it at the free throw line.
See, I thought it was a pass.
Did you shoot it? No, they didn't. No, okay.
Well,
they're only going to give him 2?
So Elijah Parra, a 6-foot sophomore, chance to end the skid. That comes at the 3:18 mark.
Wow. I've had quarters like that. I had quarters like that.
I was going to say mine are usually first, second, third, and fourth.
Yeah. Well, by the overtime session was good, though.
Yes. Short on the second free throw, so we'll stay at 10-1. Miller's basketball. This is Aaron Fine. We have seen him all over the floor so far, posting up down low, playing the point guard position. Curry to Fine. Fine driving down the lane, hard off the glass, gets the rebound, put back good. That's just basketball IQ right there.
That's what they do very well, though. Coach told us that, and we talked about that in pregame. They'll go after their miss.
Well, he knew it was hard off the rim, and he followed his shot. But again, when you come from a basketball family, your IQ is pretty good. Mount Vernon still without a basket so far here in this opening period of play. Fitzgerald will have to reset it. Miller's been playing really good clamp-down defense, but so far Mount Vernon just cannot get a good look. Here's a fadeaway shot that's going to be missed by Parra. Fine quickly down the floor. Fine will be fouled and will go to the line for 2. Now that's quickness right there.
He accelerated right at the 12-foot mark and just go.
Take a look at this. And then, of course, able to hang in the air long enough to draw the foul. That'll go against Fitzgerald. That is his first. Aaron Fine, by the way, an excellent free throw shooter.
Fine has 5, Curry has 6, and Walker has 1. That's their 13.
Second free throw good. So a 13-point lead. Here's that 1-2-2 zone trap. Julian Smith stripped out of the hands of Parra. Back the other way, blocked shot, and then right there lay it in. Great play by Hunter Walston. Timeout once again by Mount Vernon. They trail this one 16-1.
To you. Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Officially Human. Their mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the field and the court. Thanks to our officials, because without them, we don't play. Sportsmanship is everyone's job. I'm not sure. We know Noblesville's pretty good, but I'm not sure we thought this would happen this early.
No, I it's long from over, but someone's got to take the ball and do things with it. If you
mean like score?
Yeah,
they'd be real helpful. That's thrown in the backcourt, but it was tipped.
Just seems like they're one step behind today so far.
Well, and again, I don't know if it's not an excuse or anything, but it is Thursday night. Maybe they're just not acclimated to Thursday night yet. Huh?
Yeah, they're kids.
I'm trying to find something.
Okay.
I'm really digging deep here, Coach.
As I coached and we lost games, I always look, it was Friday night.
Yeah.
Well, it was Saturday morning.
And we've got a foul, a reach on the floor against Noblesville. That's going to go against Justin Curry. That's his second.
And he's their leading scorer tied the leading scorer with Fine with 6, and he has 6.
He's going to come out with those 2 fouls. Entering the contest will be Baron Walker. So now Mount Vernon still looking for that first basket. Great pressure on that inbound. By the way, I
just think their defense has been very, very good.
It has been. Aiden Daugherty has checked in. Nice pass, and how about that dunk by Tyler Davis to finally get a bucket.
That can wake you up a little bit.
16-3. Get the crowd going a little bit here tonight. Also in the lineup now for Noblesville is TJ Davidson. Davidson averaging 5 points per game. He's a 5'11 junior. This is Fine. In the corner to Davidson. His shot's no good, and high for the rebound will be Julian Smith.
Look how quick, though, Noblesville goes back on defense.
Yeah, they waste no time.
And they stayed with that man-to-man, haven't they?
Yeah. Down to 36 seconds to go. Reset it now with Julian Smith. So far, he has not scored in the ball game tonight. Neither is Armani Wells. Looks like they're going to go ahead and play for one.
Would be good if they cut it with the 10.
Yeah, they'd love that. Here's the drive by Wells. Nolan almost stolen away by Fine. Errant pass and then knocked out of bounds by Fine.
That was just pressure defense through that ball. Fortunately, you have pretty good hands there. 3.1.
Plenty of time to get a good look right here. Parr will inbound the basketball. That's Julian Smith. Back to Parr. A quick release in the corner off the side of the backboard. That will do it for the opening quarter. Noblesville on top, 16-3.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. They offer traditional food like Grandma used to make. They have a great staff, but by the way, the food is even better. Check us out Wednesday through Sunday. If you need more information, call them at 317-760-1640. Now, if you Mount Vernon, you're hoping you got that bad quarter out of the way.
Yeah, shake that 8-minute off and go and play the rest of the game.
Down by 13 as we begin the second 8 minutes of play. Good look here at Julian Smith. Parra for three, no. Long rebound and able to come away with it will be Ryan Veter, who's in the ball game, and he got hammered. Take your pick. There's about three different players there.
What I kind of like about that is everybody picked up each other and check everybody out. Everybody okay?
Veter, a 6'3 junior. Take another look at it.
That's an incomplete pass.
No kidding.
They called it on Parra.
One more now for Veter. Crowd completely taken out of this one. 1 of 2 for Veter. Back in the lineup, Armani Wells. Sitting down will be Aiden Daugherty.
Tonight, our halftime guest, Julie Shelton, the head girls basketball coach, talking about sectional play, and the assistant athletic director. Saw her when we came in this evening. Thanks to Joe Bradbury, the head coach of Mount Vernon, spending some time with me today.
Mount Vernon able to break the press. Parra in the corner. Here's a shot on the way, no good.
They are 0 for.
Julian Smith unable to hit that shot, and then a turnover, pass intended for Veter. Just their second turnover. Lead stays now at 14. The only basket made, the dunk by Tyler Davis so far for Mount Vernon.
That seemed like 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's another drought coming up here for Mount Vernon. So you're wondering, is it more of the Noblesville defense? Is it a combination of that and Mount Vernon just not really even finding the shot they want?
You know, you're a good shooting basketball team, and if you don't shoot the ball well, sometimes that just happens.
Armani Wells, short.
See, he's just short.
Most of their shots have been, haven't they?
Yep.
So now Noblesville trying to build on a 17-3 lead.
And as a coach, you just tell them to keep shooting. You got to shoot.
Nothing else you can do. The drive hard off the glass and the miss. As Walston can't get it to fall, we'll head the other way. This is Parra. We'll see Fine coming back in. He got a quick rest. He'll come back into the lineup. Parra driving and a blocking foul called. That may be Barron Walker. We will also see Justin Curry come back in. I like this move by Noblesville. The reason is you don't want to give Mount Vernon any breathing room.
No, because as a good team, the first one goes in, it seems like everybody else catches on fire.
So those two players check in. 2 minutes gone again here in the quarter. And Mount Vernon has gone on another major scoring drought.
And if you're keeping score at home, Walker's second foul.
Mount Vernon will get it to Smith. Pull-up shot, no good again, and there's Fine in there to get the rebound. Fine averages over 4 rebounds per contest.
And Mount Vernon and Noblesville is not in a hurry. They're just running their offense sets.
Veeder will hand off to Fine. Fine, reverse layup, good. You know what? I got to tell you this right now. He looks so much better. I mean, he was good as a junior, but this year he looks really good.
He looks a little bit faster than he did last year.
He
we
does.
had him a couple times last year.
Yeah, he is much quicker. 16-point lead.
You know, people think about that. Me too, Troy. They think I'm a little bit faster than what I was.
Well, you are more svelte than you used to be.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's all that weight room work you've been doing.
All that weight up, boss.
And the speed that you put together is amazing. Smith on the drive, inside to Davis, and throws it away. Quickly the other way, Noblesville, and that's going to go off of Elijah Parra.
Look at this. I think he got a little bit stronger, too.
Well, his presence on the floor, he just knows exactly where he needs to be. Fine. On the post-up, turnaround shot, good, and he's fouled.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
I think I got him unofficially for 10.
You are unofficially correct. So Fine will go to the line, and into the lineup now for Mount Vernon will be Charlie Cross, a 5'9 junior. They have not put on the board who that foul was yet. At least I didn't see who it was. You'll see it is number 13, Julian Smith.
His first.
Speaking of Julian, he has the basketball as he works it against Davidson. It is now a 19-point lead. And we're almost 4 minutes in, and Mount Vernon again has not scored in this quarter. I think it really does show you in a lot of ways how much they miss Luke Ertl, too.
Yes.
Smith trying to find an opening. There's just not much there. Got the two defenders in the air, and then he's going to go to the line. He kind of got bailed out on that one a little bit.
And they're really trying to just force. No one's really actually moving.
And then you settle, which is not the kind of offense you want to run right here. He got Veeder in the air. The foul's going to be called on Aiden Brewer, his first.
Julian's first point of the night.
That came at 3:59, so that gave you another 4-minute, 1-second drought in the scoring department. They went until 3:15 in the first quarter before they scored their first point. And it was down to 1:20 before Davis got that dunk. Back to a 17-point lead. This is Fine, gets the high screen. Whips it back outside. Here's a three on the way. Wide open is Justin Curry.
I got him for 9.
Fine and Curry are just taking Mount Vernon apart in this one. Nice alley-oop. Layup good by Smith.
Someone missed a backdoor cut. Good job by the Marauders to pick that up.
By the way, that is just their second basket. There's a nice layup inside. Good body control by Brewer. His first 2. Every time that Mount Vernon gets a bucket, Noblesville has come back and answered the call each time.
Yeah, it takes you 3 or 4 minutes. It only takes Noblesville 15 seconds.
That was a strip by Fine. That is the 5th turnover now by Mount Vernon. Under 3 minutes remaining before halftime.
Coaches just said, run the motion.
Fine.
No.
Rattles in and out. And we've got a foul call. Great hustle by T.J. Davidson to go after that loose basketball. One thing you've noticed about the way the Millers are running this, and I like the hustle there by Davidson, is that the offense they're running is so efficient. I mean, they kind of know where everybody is. They know where they should be. As Fine will inbound the basketball, gets it back. Fine driving in, scoop shot is no good. Ball loose on the floor, coming away with it. And
they're
a foul
call this on Fine.
Yeah.
And
Davis, by the way, got the rebound.
Fine looks at the referee, go, man, I was smashed right in between both of them.
So Fine again picks up his first. Curry has 2. Teschendorf has had to sit on the bench for a while with his 2 fouls. He and Riker Bear both with 2.
Did you see the manager come off the bench? He just wanted to be on IndianaSRN.
He did. He sprinted over.
He waving at his mom.
20-point lead as Mount Vernon held to 7 so far here in the first half.
That's like you and the talent cam.
I'm in front of it as much as I can.
I know. That's an offensive foul.
Yep. Well, that'll be 6 turnovers now by Mount Vernon. Talent cam is one of the things I cherish.
Well, our halftime guest will love to be on talent cam. Julie just cannot wait. Church is going to be tough for me on Sunday. Trust me.
Our producer Chuck just gave me a dirty look too.
Did
by
he?
the way.
Okay.
Yeah, he's being a little rough on me tonight.
Yeah.
So Noblesville basketball nearly thrown away.
And you got to work with him all weekend.
I know. Here's Fine. Great pass underneath. I'll tell you what made that possible was that Luke Etchison was hiding down there on the baseline.
He was just waiting.
Nobody saw him. And then, of course, he got the defender in the air. Davis picks up his second. So now 3 players with 2 fouls. And the free throws missed by Etchison. Mentioned the crowd has been very quiet here tonight. They haven't had much to cheer about to this point. Coming into the lineup now for Noblesville, or take that back for Mount Vernon, will be Aiden Darty once again. Under the 2-minute mark. Still a 21-point lead. Here's a 3 by Parra. That is no good. They have not hit a 3-pointer tonight. Quick outlet. How about that? Basket good by Davidson. Give the assist by Walston.
Everything Noblesville has done, they have done very, very well.
Shoot, release, let him go. Davidson really very physical inside, and that's going to put Mount Vernon to the line with 1:12 remaining before the half. This will be Julian Smith.
T.J. Davison on the foul, his first.
Julian so far tonight, 2 for 2 from the stripe. We may see Adam Fine, he's been moving down the bench a little bit. It looks like he's going to come in the lineup. He's a 5'11 sophomore, played very well in the JV contest, and the free throws missed by Smith.
You know, you turn around, you play tonight, and then you probably play Saturday morning, and then you play again Tuesday just to get caught up with a weekend. So it's some long stretches for these teams.
Yeah. Second free throw by Smith is good.
I have him for 5 unofficially.
And you're unofficially correct for the second time.
Thank you. Bill Ludlow will be proud of me. I didn't even have to take off my shoes that time.
This is Aaron Fine.
See how he posts right there?
That'll be knocked out of bounds. He does it well, and the bottom line is he protects the ball very well with his body. And he holds it, chins it strong.
Mm-hmm.
You think his brother Adam
yes.
catches a little bit of, you
yes.
know what?
Yes.
So Noblesville with 56.9 seconds remaining.
Be an interesting breakfast, dinner, lunch thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Here's the double team. Back once again to Aaron Fine at midcourt. They're going to play for one here with a 22-point lead before halftime. This is Veter. Adam Fine with the basketball, working it out front against Charlie Cross. The drive, the feed down low. Almost a turnover, and it is. Third turnover now for Noblesville.
Oh, they passed up a shot.
Yep. Cross had a look at it. Parr is going to shoot the three and miss it. Rebound Veter.
He was in rhythm. That's where your confidence right there is. We're not shooting the ball. Maybe I should hold up.
Aaron Fine driving in, and offensive foul on Aaron Fine, his second. Just the fourth turnover now by Noblesville. So coming into the lineup will be TJ Davidson. They'll make sure Fine doesn't pick another one up with 2.7 remaining.
I don't think I would take that charge. I don't think I could get up.
Oh, I bet you could.
Oh, there's no way. You have to help me.
Here's Parra. Parra, desperation shot at the buzzer, no good, and we made it to halftime. Mount Vernon held to just 8 points, Coach, in that first half. They've got to find a way to produce some offense when we come back. I tell you what, I don't know what they're going to do, but I tell you what, they've got a long way to go.
Joe will get them fired up.
All right, we'll come back. Halftime score, Noblesville 30, Mount Vernon 8.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort, fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
I don't know about you, but the Aspen Creek Grill looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. 30-8 halftime score. Julie Shelton with us, the head basketball coach for the girls and the assistant athletic director, and a pew sitter at our church as well. So first half, not very good for the Marauders.
No, struggled a little bit. Noblesville's defense is really, really good, and we're not getting very many looks.
And you've been through that as a coach, and I've been through that with a coach. You just got to keep shooting the ball.
Yeah, when they're not falling, you get tight, and we just need to see a couple go through.
Yeah, girls sectional started on Tuesday. Some started as early as Monday, but girls sectional, you did very well the first round. You guys play in the semifinals tomorrow. Talk a little about overall this time of year, and not only as a basketball coach, but someone who loves basketball.
Sectional time, tournament time in general is awesome time of year. It's what you start working for summer and come all the way through, and it's amazing how quickly it's got here this year. But a fun time of year. Records are 0-0 when you go into the tournament, and a new season really. So it's been a lot of fun, and we're excited to still be playing.
Yeah, a lot of young kids, they're freshmen now, have to get their legs. They're no longer freshmen now. You got to treat them almost like a sophomore because it's a new whole season. And this is where they really start growing up to understand basketball IQ and the extra effort it takes to win a sectional game is crazy. To win a sectional in the state of Indiana is really hard to do.
Yeah, it's extremely hard to do. There's a lot more scouting that goes into it. You lose and you're done. A lot more pressure on kids because they're in that next game if you lose. So like you're saying, kids have to grow up and have a much tougher mentality when it comes to tournament time.
Talk about the tournament yourself. You played in this tournament, in this state tournament. Talk a little bit about the state tournament.
Some of my favorite memories are the state tournament. We had so many good tournament memories. I played at Seymour, Indiana, and a lot of good tournament runs and tournament memories that you'll never forget. And, we've made some good runs when I've coached here at Mount Vernon, and that's what I tell the kids. You play for the tournament. And when you have a good tournament run in Indiana, the crowd, the fanfare, the pep sessions, the stuff that go with it, you will never forget it.
You got a banner hanging up on the wall there. That's a pretty nice banner.
Yeah, that's definitely one that you always try to achieve and you'll never forget.
You look at this state tournament, and I think from all the classes, it's pretty much wide open for anybody whoever gets hot can win this thing.
Yeah, and that's what make it fun too, because you have one bad game and you're done. So anybody can put together a good game on a good night or have a bad game on a night, and that's why the tournament's fun. It takes a little bit of luck to go all the way.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that. And getting hot and having some kids get hot at the right time.
My final question to you, Mrs. Kirby caught me today coming in, and she reminds me back at the old days. She remember when I was 17 years old and played in her backyard and ran my nephew into the pole to break his tooth. We called him before the game tonight. He says, Mrs. Kirby, how do you remember that? She goes, I will always remember your Uncle Keith. Mrs. Kirby is huge for this program. Talk a little bit about her and her expertise and the Booster Club.
She's been around Mount Vernon
30.
Yeah, for years and years and years. She's had daughters that have gone through here. She's our Booster Club president. She's our school bus driver for every girls' basketball game. She keeps the book for volleyball and basketball every game. She does everything.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's not a night that she isn't here.
And there will be note duds, Twizzlers, and Smarties and coaches' seats. And, last year we followed you a lot, and I never got Reese Cups from her. I'm going to talk to her about that.
I think you should,
Okay.
definitely, and then you'll never not get them.
Yep.
So.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you, Keith.
Marauders at Anderson tomorrow night, 7:30?
At Pendleton.
At Pendleton, 7:30.
Yep.
If you're a Marauder fan, come out there and support them.
Thanks, Keith,
You
and
bet.
IndianaSRN.
You bet. We'll be back after this.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
Back here at Mount Vernon, want to remind you tonight's game is brought to you in part by Wheeler Mission. For 125 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. If you need more information or if you'd like to volunteer, give them a call at 317-686-6239. And also thanks to Boilermaker Local 374. They represent highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction as well as metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. Start your career with Boilermaker Union Local 374. Give them a call at 219-845-1000. Today's broadcast is a copyright production of IndianaSRN in the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Any use of audio or video without the express written permission of IndianaSRN in the IHSAA is strictly prohibited. Stay right there. Second half action is coming up right here on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
We were talking big games. We have a couple on IndianaSRN, our sister station. Triton Central leads Covenant Christian 26-20 at halftime. And at halftime, Chittard leads Roncalli 25-21. Here it's 30-38. Don't forget games this weekend on IndianaSRN. Check out our website at IndianaSRN.org, and you'll be full of basketball. Girls sectional final on Saturday night this week.
Boy, before you know it, that season will be down to its last 3 weeks.
Can you believe that?
No.
It's quick. I mean, Julie even talked about it. You start in November, and all of a sudden, it's over.
It's over, yeah. All right, it'll be Miller's basketball to begin this third quarter.
By the way, thank you to Julie Shelton and Derek. She did great. You should be proud of her.
Fine, off the screen, pull-up shot of the week, good. I'll tell you what, he's my favorite because he's one of the few that'll come off that screen, pull-up jump.
Well, the other thing is he's a redheaded kid, and you like redheaded kids.
Yeah. I mean, there's only 2% of us left, so you got to appreciate us while you have us. Mount Vernon basketball for the first time here in the third quarter.
You know, that stat changes every time you do it.
2% of left-handers and 2% of redheaded, and then if you get a redheaded left-handed person, it's down to 1%.
Okay, great. Yeah. Thanks.
Drive to the baseline.
Are they all from Colorado too?
No.
Okay. Just a few select.
Just a few, yeah. Good look here at Fitzgerald. Nice screen and roll. Davis lost it. Back there the way we go. Mount Vernon now 7 turnovers. Here's Fine. Saywood Walston. This is a very patient offense.
Yeah. I mean, well, you can with this lead.
Fine baseline shot, good.
He's having a career. 16 points tonight.
Just an excellent shooter. I tell you what, the young man's probably in the gym 90% of the time, so you can see why. Teschendorf tried to throw it inside. Turnover number 8. Nice no-look pass. Layup at the other end by Walker, and they are putting on a clinic.
Walker's third pointer tonight.
Well, Mount Vernon's now 2 minutes in. And there's another turnover. Walston gives it up, and contact underneath, no whistle. Good look at Brewer on the floor, and we have a jump ball here. Is it going to be a timeout, Mount Vernon? Mount Vernon got the possession, and they will call a timeout. Want to remind you, tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Morales Group. Their mission is building better futures one story at a time. They acknowledge the whole person and their individual story. For more information, call 317-472-7600.
And folks, if you would like to help underwrite Indiana SRN with all of our sports, you can contact us at sales@IndianaSRN to discuss how we can customize a sponsorship package, especially for you, as we're looking for sponsors for the fall. Believe it or not, got to get ready for football for the fall, and also the upcoming sectionals on boys sectional. So give us an email at sales@indianasrn.org.
You know, football's only 7 months away.
I know, it's crazy.
There's another turnover. Here's Fine. 3-on-1 break the other way. Fine with the easy layup at the other end.
I'm running out of room.
That is now 9 turnovers by Mount Vernon. This is Teschendorf, who, by the way, has not scored in tonight's game. Got his shot blocked by Smits. Noblesville back the other way, and a near dunk as Curry will go to the line.
Are they going to count it?
I believe they should. It went in.
Did it?
Wow.
Look at this. This dunk is going to be missed, and the rim catches it. That just tells you when it goes in for you.
Riker Bear picked up the foul, I believe. That was a tough call there for Riker, his third. And here is Curry at the line. Misses the free throw, high for the rebound, Davis.
Well, what he thought was going to be a trap game sure didn't was a trap game, was it?
No.
They came out to play.
They have done that indeed. Here's Bear. 3-pointers up and no good. They remain 0 for. That's going to be a foul against Smits. They have not hit a 3-point bucket tonight. That was the latest shot by Julian Smith. (40-8). And we have another foul call against Smits. He picked up 2 quick fouls. Inbounding the basketball is Bear. Teschendorf trying to find some room against Fine. The drive by Bear, missed it. Smith's able to come away with it. So now they've gone 3.5 minutes without scoring here at the beginning of the quarter. The drive and a foul call. Oh, my. Oh, my. Walston gets called for the offensive foul.
That's tough.
Well, as we say, that's why you play some at home and some on the road, Coach.
And that's we're way up here. He's down there as well. We need him.
Yep.
Sportsmanship's everybody's job.
Nice play down low by Davis. It took him till the 4:22 mark to get that first bucket.
You're doing this stat, and you can just see the droughts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is incredible. Back to a 30-point lead. The drive inside, the miss. Smith's had it knocked out of his hands, and they'll keep it right here. The initial shot by Curry. Taking another look at it. Yeah, good call.
He was there.
Fine. Off the screen, a high arcing jumper, good.
20.
He doesn't have a three-pointer, by the way. And shot one, I don't think.
Well, no, he had the early one over here.
Okay, but he didn't need to tonight, does he?
No.
Here's Armani Wells, short on the shot. Snagging it is Curry. 2-on-1 break, fine. Lost a handle, got it back to Curry somehow, got an assist out of it.
I don't know how Curry caught that ball. Curry has 13.
Boy, they run the fast break as good as anybody.
I think you're right.
Mount Vernon can't get back fast enough.
You tell me their conference they're in is not easy either.
Oh. I'd hate to be playing them in sectional time, too. Teschendorf spins away from the double team, gets it down to Davis. Reverse layup good. He's having a nice game. 6 points now for Davis. So now Fine across the timeline to Curry. It's Fine once again. Walston off now to Walker. Walker driving, missed it short, and the rebound by Armani Wells. And then the ball loose, turned over once again. That's 10 turnovers. Fine, back the other way. No look pass inside. Basket good by Curry once again. And guess what? Fine's going to get another assist.
Curry's up to 15. So you have Fine with 20, Curry with 15, and everybody else is doing their role play.
Yeah. Teschendorf passes up the shot. Three-pointer at the top. Rims in and out.
See, that's the type of night you have. That thing is all the way into basket, folks, and pops right back out.
Barron able to connect. This is Curry. They'll work it down low, and then a turnover the other way. They're fifth. Mount Vernon back the other way, and boy, I tell you what, that is an offensive foul indeed against Julian Smith.
If you're at home and you're playing elementary basketball, this is the way you take the charge. You stand still, make contact. That's textbook right there.
Yes, it is.
Keith Myers would still be on the floor, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? If we could try it after the game if you want.
No, that's okay. I got to go home right away.
Yeah.
I got an early call tomorrow morning.
Veter back in the ball game. This is Fine on the drive. Basket good, and he's fouled. He's just having a heck of a night. That right there, by the way, if I may say, he's probably an Indiana All-Star.
Oh, he has to be.
I mean, you have to be, yeah.
I mean, we get to vote, so I know our votes will. He's got 22.
Look at this. Wow.
Oh, missed a free throw. Have him sit down.
It is at 36, though, so the running clock will be in effect the rest of the way in this one. Not in my wildest imagination would I thought this would be a 36-point ball game.
Mm-mm.
Well, Mount Vernon's probably going to have to look at this and go, you know what, let's just forget this, because this is one we don't need to remember.
Nope.
Baseline turnover. That's number 11. Thought maybe Wells, who, by the way, has not scored tonight, would shoot that ball. Here's a shot in the corner missed by Walston. And as it goes out of bounds, last touched by Veter.
Oh, they're going to call a foul.
Wow. So again, the foul would go against, was that Etchison?
Yes.
So Etchison picks up his first. Parr with a single point tonight. They have certainly struggled from the field tonight. Might be maybe the worst shooting performance of the entire season. But I love this defense for Noblesville.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll even take that. This is going to run out the clock here.
No, we're going to shoot bonus.
They're going to shoot the bonus. So 5.3 remaining. It would have run out the clock. As Parra will go to the line. Mentioned Parra, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. A lot of the fans that were here have since headed to the exits. Second free throw is good.
Just 6 points in the third quarter.
Walston at the buzzer has it blocked by Davis, and that's going to do it for the third. Noblesville leads it 48-14.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Piper Logistics. Piper Warehouse is a group of logistics professionals dedicated on working together to provide their clients with a complete logistics package. They have offices in Indianapolis and Cincinnati. Give them a call at 317-396-1023.
You know how their trucks go?
I think I've heard it, but give me a replay. Most trucks do that?
Greg Piper lets me do that.
I bet he does. Mount Vernon basketball.
I think I'm going to charge him extra money for doing it.
Parra for 3, missed it. You should.
You know, sound effects for your charge.
Could be a voiceover guy.
So, so they scored. I have 6 points for the third quarter. Is that what you had?
Yes. You had 3 in the first. Had only 5 in the second. 6 in the third. Down low to Smits. Look at the patience here. Here's an instance, Coach, where you can run your offense.
And be patient.
Yep, look for the best shot. Here is Davidson, missed it from the corner, the rebound Parra. Parra taking a coast-to-coast, and he's going to get fouled. Foul will go against Walston. Number 2 on Walston.
I love the determination there.
So Parra at the line. He is 2 of 4, now 3 of 5. Now the question is for Noblesville, how long you'll play Fine and Curry and the starters that have been in the lineup here tonight. There's always a kind of a fine line how long you let these guys go.
Yeah, because you don't want to get anybody hurt in this game. And 2, if you do have to play Saturday, you might want to rest a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the injury thing would be the biggest thing.
Yep.
Walston had it partially blocked. Coming away with it is Smits inside, and we've got a foul down on the floor.
Load it down to his hips. Gets you in trouble right there. Got the grab.
Curry is out. I think he's done for the night. Also coming out will be Walston. See Veter coming back into the lineup. Also checking in Baron Walker.
If you're a player 6, 7, and 8, and 9, you're licking your chops right here because now you go, hey, I get my letter.
No kidding.
Boom.
How about that 3 by Curry?
What do you got him for, 17, 18?
$18. I had to take my shoes off for that one. 3 shot by Wells, no good, and we're going to stay here. Foul called against Smiths. I think he just picked up his third.
I got him for 4.
Let's see what the board says.
Okay.
They've got him for 3.
I stand corrected.
Smiths is out. We'll see Luke Etchison come back in. Three-point shot up and good by Julian Smith. Only his second basket of the night. That is their only three-pointer they've made all night long. Again, we're in a running clock situation here. That's the 6th turnover by Noblesville. Then they give it right back and a foul call. So Mount Vernon with 12 turnovers. Take a look at the Smith three-pointer here.
In rhythm.
Catch and shoot.
Yep.
Here is Luke Etchison. Now, I've got to ask you, there's an Etchison that plays at Marion University, and I wonder if he's related.
I'm not really sure.
Okay. Because he had a 30-some point night the other night, Marion's win. Second free throw by Etchison is good. (52-19) here in the 4th. Noblesville on the verge of winning their 16th game of the year. Mount Vernon will fall to 11-8. By the way, Mount Vernon, that one rims in and out by Parra, and the offensive rebound by Daugherty, and he missed it short. They're going to be in a very, very tough sectional there in Greenfield.
And as far as we know, it would be nice to be in that sectional. I think that's sectional 9.
I believe you're right.
At Greenfield Central. There will be 6 of the 8 teams in there. There will be 6 of those teams that will be 500 plus. I mean, and a lot of rivalries in that section.
Oh yeah. Armani Wells able to hit the bucket. Noblesville going back to their bench. Here's Max Miller.
Noblesville calls a 30-second timeout just for sub.
That'll do it tonight for TJ Davidson. By the way, Luke Davis, a 5'9 junior, is checked in as well now for the Millers. That is Luke Davis right there. Also back in the lineup is Adam Fine. His shot's off the mark. Offensive rebound, Max Miller. Gives it up down low, and powering his way in for the bucket is Etchison.
He's played well.
He is a 6'5 senior. Under 3.5 to go in this one. And then Parra steps over the line, and that'll be the 13th turnover now by Mount Vernon.
You know, these are one of these games where you have that, you said it earlier, that you just look at the film and you just don't want to look at it anymore. You just throw it away.
By the way, we want to remind you that tonight's game brought to you in part by Passion to Care. They're dedicated to helping you care for your loved ones. Through Indiana state programs, they provide financial compensation. If you need more information on Passion to Care, give them a call at 833-420-6640. That shot is off the mark. And then back the other way, the dunk by Armani Wells. And don't forget today's broadcast copyright production of IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Any use of audio video without the express written permission of IndianaSRN and the IHSAA is strictly prohibited. So Noblesville emptying their bench, getting these players a chance to get some minutes in here on the varsity level. Left-hand shot is on the way, an air ball shot by Luke Davis. Take a look at Armani Wells' dunk.
The cool thing about this is they're young and they won't remember it.
Yeah. Step back Parra. The miss and the rebound by Etchison.
Real quick, while we have a chance, I want to say hi to my sister. She's watching in Florida. She big Marauder fan, and my nephew played here and was the team manager here.
Oh, really?
And he's watching in Illinois tonight.
Fine. Baseline shot on the way. Missed it.
Misses Indiana basketball.
Mount Vernon pushing it back the other way. By the way, Cameron Price has checked in as well. That shot's up and good by Para. That's just their second three-pointer of the night. We're under a minute remaining. Marauders see if they can get a couple of more points on the board before we finish this one out here tonight. Etchison will hand off now to Davis. Davis guarded by Cross. Well, at this stage, they're probably told not to shoot, right?
This is the stage you tell them. And if you're Mount Vernon, you don't foul.
So we're down to the final 14.
With 3:34 to go, the Chittard-Roncalli game is tied. We would suggest that after 7 seconds, you go back and check that one out on our network.
So that's going to do it. Your final score here tonight, Noblesville dominating from the opening tip. They win at 57-26. Noblesville improving again to 16-2 on the season. Mount Vernon, they fall to 11-7. Next up for Noblesville, they will play against Liberty Christian on February the 6th. Next up for Mount Vernon, they play Mooresville at home. Again, that'll be on February the 6th. Thanks to the entire crew. Final score once again, Noblesville 57, Mount Vernon 26. This has been high school basketball in IndianaSRN.